Um, well, combining different series, different work, different positions, it's never easy. But thanks to Alfa Romeo F1 team, Orlen, and thanks to the also support I get here for my racing programs, I'm able to, let's say, schedule a bit. But to be honest, I'm not a good person on going too much forward. So also, especially in the early period of the season, is very difficult to schedule. I also try to be very flexible in order if there is last minute request or there is something to do. It's difficult. You will hear from me no. I will maybe say no in the beginning, but then because it means I have to adapt things and I try to reshuffle things. But yeah, it's a challenging part of my, let's say, preparation and of my year. Um, it's something new, I would say, because I'm doing it since 2020. And every time end of the year I'm saying this is last time, but in the end I'm continuing doing it. It means there is something which yes, it's complicated, but in the end I want to do it, and that's the most important. Well, for sure, experience is a very valuable uh, point to have. It can help, but of course, Formula One is so high technology sport and so rapid and developing in different ways that, of course, what was good and what happened 15 years ago because of different regulation, different technology, not necessarily you can use it. So you always have to be updated in such a dynamic sport as is Formula One. Yes, experience is crucial, important. It can help, but in different areas, it might. You have to be involved in Formula One on daily basis because if you are away for 1 month, 1 year, you lost, let's say, pattern of development. So yeah, for sure, I think it's a mix of everything. I always have been a driver which liked not only racing from, let's say, driving, but from technical aspects. So I always try to follow as much as I can, to go deeper into the, let's say, technical aspect of the car, of the decisions, of technical decisions, and I would say every area, which is not easy in F1, to be honest, because F1 is a very, I would say, special environment. Of course, knowledge, technology knowledge, and general knowledge is hidden for, or let's say, kept for small amount, small group of people. So yes, there is many aspects which I would like to get involved more, or to just get informations to learn, because in the end I have from one side a lot of experience, but I have experience from a driver perspective. From engineering perspective, I have very little experience compared to our engineers which are growing up and they are focused on this. But what happens sometimes is that engineers are talking different language than drivers, and sometimes what is happening, you are saying exactly the same thing, but using different expressions, different words, and sometimes it's there is no point of showing me graphs if I don't understand them, and sometimes engineer will not understand what the driver means because by words, because he never felt it, and that's why if I would be team owner, I will always organize a day or two for engineers to become a race driver, to have a feeling to in a very very small part, because you cannot in 4 hours driving you cannot learn massively, but at least you give them a feeling of what it means to be a racing driver. And I always felt like engineering people, they are always one step in front of the driver in some areas, but sometimes they are too much forward, and we are only race drivers. We are not. I haven't studied for since I'm 15, so sometimes you have to use different words to let me understand things, and this is it sounds easy, but sometimes it can get different results, and sometimes it can get even complicated. As a driver, as a person, apart of course support from the race team, there is a big support which I can feel from my fans. What I notice, I think, is that my fans are very special in good way, because wherever I was doing rallies, in Sweden on -20, in GB, muddy, rainy, or Sardinia, very hot, they were always there. Wherever I was even going for a small race, when on my, let's say, recovery years, they were always there. Of course, Formula One for them is the best. Is same for me. I mean, Formula One is really something which, as a driver, you are dreaming of, and I think also for the fans to have your countrymen racing in Formula One is something special. Unfortunately, lately I was when I came back after my accident in 2019, I was not able to pay them back with the good results, but still I think they appreciate, and I hope they appreciate. But definitely I appreciate their support, and sometimes I would like to have a bit more time to spend with them, and to show them how important their support is. But most of the times, unfortunately, we have so tight schedule, and we are rushing away, that but yeah, I hope they understand it, and again, I hope to pay them back with good results. And one thing they have to be sure from me is that I will try. Then if the result will be there, who knows?